Hello and welcome. I'm Saad from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, Me and White Supremacy, a creation by Layla Saad. Me and White Supremacy, 2020, serves as a guide for white individuals to deepen their awareness of racism and develop allyship with people of color within our white supremacist society. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Layla Saad, a writer, speaker, and podcast host, is renowned for her work on race and social change. Her Instagram challenge, Me and White Supremacy, went viral in 2018 and later evolved into a book. Raised in the UK, she currently resides in Doha, Qatar. With 7 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, the text encourages individuals to enhance their comprehension of white supremacy and provides guidance on how to support people of color as an ally. The text discusses the pervasive nature of white supremacy in society and how individuals unknowingly contribute to it. It highlights the privileges enjoyed by white people and offers insights on engaging positively with marginalized groups. It emphasizes the need to fight against racism, challenges the notion of being colorblind, and suggests ways to become an ally in combating discrimination. Key idea number 1. White and white-passing individuals hold significant privileges, often unrecognized by them. White supremacy extends beyond right-wing extremism and applies to all white people, irrespective of political views. It is the foundation of white-centered culture, leading to white privilege that provides numerous advantages. White privilege includes benefits like learning history of your race, cultural identity in products, and not worrying about race hindering legal or medical assistance. The prevalence of white superiority is evident even in children, as shown through the doll experiment. Recognizing one's privileges and addressing internal beliefs of superiority is essential in combating white supremacy. Key idea number 2. This text emphasizes the importance of every individual actively working to combat racism, regardless of personal beliefs or circumstances. This text discusses how white people often respond defensively to conversations about white supremacy, relying on notions of being one of the good ones or feeling exceptional. It highlights concepts like white exceptionalism, white fragility, white silence, and white apathy, and emphasizes the need for white individuals to take responsibility and actively combat racism rather than avoiding or denying its existence. Key idea number 3. White attitudes toward BIPOC are influenced by harmful stereotypes. Serena Williams was disciplined in the 2018 US Open for behavior that some considered normal among male players who went without penalties. This reflects an issue known as tone policing, where BIPOC are expected to express themselves in ways that align with white expectations. Such behaviors are examples of racial stereotyping, which dehumanizes BIPOC and perpetuates white supremacy. Cultural appropriation also plays a role in maintaining power imbalances, as dominant cultures take from marginalist ones without regard for the consequences, thereby reinforcing white cultural dominance. Idea number 4. Black people are subject to harmful stereotypes. The text discusses how different forms of racism, such as anti-blackness, affect black people of African descent in various ways, including black women, men, and children. It highlights the stereotypes and challenges black individuals face in society, from limited roles in media to biased perceptions in healthcare and criminalization of black youth. It also touches on the intersection of racism and feminism, emphasizing the importance of practicing intersectional feminism to address various forms of oppression people face. Key idea number 5. White individuals often misunderstand and misapply anti-racism efforts when only superficially engaging with them. White people often express color blindness, but this approach can inadvertently support white supremacy. Tokenism involves shallow engagement with race by showcasing one person of color to appear non-racist. White saviorism, exemplified by voluntarism, perpetuates narratives of white superiority and fails to address underlying issues, focusing on white gratification. These behaviors contribute to white centering, positioning white people at the forefront. Key idea number 6, effective allyship involves active and deep involvement along with a readiness to admit errors. Allyship involves working in solidarity with BIPOC consistently, understanding privilege, and being open to learning and criticism. It's not about declaring yourself an ally, but actively practicing allyship. Being prepared for being called out or in is important, avoiding white fragility and centering oneself. Avoid engaging in optical allyship and focus on supporting BIPOC. Real allyship requires making their struggle your own and taking action in their support. Key idea number 7. Anti-racism is a lifelong commitment, and it is important for individuals to actively work towards being a positive force against racism. Take action on your knowledge by consciously working to reduce your unearned privileges as a white person in a white supremacist society. Educate yourself on anti-racism, educate others, support BIPOC through humble actions, and don't prioritize yourself. Make promises to yourself and take concrete steps, understanding that the process is not about you, but about creating a better future for all. In conclusion, the text discusses how white supremacy impacts society and highlights white privilege. It warns against pitfalls like colorblindness and encourages white allyship. The actionable advice includes keeping a journal to reflect on racism and white supremacy. A book suggestion for further reading is Ain't I a Woman by Bell Hooks, focusing on racism and sexism in America. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.